Cute. Today I'm gonna be answering some questions. I thought it'd be like a really good way to just like start off my first video. Well, not my first video, but like technically my first video that I like planned out and like tried to do it officially. I thought it'd be a good way to just like ease into that. So I did post a few things on my socials like Instagram and TikTok and everything, which I do post a ton there. So like if any of you guys wanted to like follow me or something, that'd be like crazy, but I do post like frequently and regularly, usually on like my Instagram story or my TikTok. So I will link those. Here's my Instagram and TikTok. I did post a couple things on my other socials like I mentioned, just like asking for like questions that you guys wanted to have me answer and like questions that you thought would be like cool and deep and stuff. I'm also going to be answering some very basic questions because I didn't get a whole lot of engagement on my socials, probably because no one takes me seriously. I've been like streaming on Twitch since like 2021. I would always post my Twitch streams on my stories and everything, and like no one would watch me, and so like I think me starting this YouTube thing is probably like no different. Imagine looking at like someone that you went to high school with, like seeing their story and they're like, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber, like watch my video. Like, would you click? I didn't think so. So like that's probably what's happening. I have like a decent bit to get through, so I'll just start doing the questions and stuff. All right, I'm gonna start off with like some like basic questions. First question: what is your full name? My full name is Dresden K. Del Rio. I was named like kind of after the city in Germany. My parents like history, but also my mom likes the band the Dresden Dolls, so like there was a lot of different like things that went into my name. If I'm quoting my parents wrong and they see this and they call me out, my bad. That's just my understanding, so maybe I don't even know what I was named after. My middle name is a combination of two people that are important in my dad's life, Catherine and Ray, put together, K. And then Del Rio is family name. Del Rio means of the river, from the river in Spanish, because I am of Latin descent, Spanish descent. Look at these muscles, oh my gosh. What's up? What's up? I was born in Loma Linda, California. I am now living across the country. I don't live in California anymore. My parents were both born and raised in California. I was born there and I only lived there I think up until I was like 2 or 3 or something. Then we moved to Las Vegas, Nevada. In 2012 we moved to Pennsylvania. You know, like Hickson Country, Pennsylvania. Do you have any siblings? I do. I have 2 younger sisters, 10 and 16, and an older half brother who's 26. Actually, when we moved to Vegas, that was where my 16-year-old sister, that's where she was born. When we moved to Pennsylvania, then my other sister was born. Older half brother actually came and started living with us a couple years ago, back in 2021, I think. We didn't live together growing up. He lived with his mom. Shout out.
Hey girly pops. My name's Dresden and I do YouTube.
Where's my cup?
Oh shit.
Okay. Anyways. How tall are you? I'm 5'3". Boyfriend came up and he filled up my cup for me. Sitting over there watching YouTube, but I'm like scared to talk now because I just get embarrassed when I'm doing this in front of him. I think I was answering a question about my height. Yeah, so I have no idea if that's like short. My boyfriend's mom, she's like 4'10". She's not even like 4, like she's like mini. I feel like really tall compared to that, but like I don't know. Guys, I'm just so short. What is your relationship status? I have been in a relationship for the past year and 3 months. He's great and awesome, but he annoys the shit out of me. And I'm keeping that in there. He's so annoying. Shout out Obiyaki, my boyfriend. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is light purple. I have always been a purple girl. Been like my sister and I, before there was 3 of us, she would like be the pink one, even though I had like a pink Hello Kitty bed set and curtains. I think this just fried my block. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, it's working. Do you have tattoos? Yes, I do. I have 3. Technically I have 4. 3 of them are like traditional tattoos, is that what you would call them? I don't know. And then I have 1 stick and poke. I have this one. This was from a flash sale, so it was just like a $50 tattoo, and it was just like a random thing that I picked. I could make it a cuff, honestly. Like I could extend it, but like I don't know, that's all it is. This was my 3rd tattoo. This is Romans 8:18. The pain you're feeling now cannot compare to the joy you'll feel later. Like all-time favorite Bible verses, and it's one that I really try to live by and one that really resonated with me, so I got it tattooed like on my collarbone near my heart. This one, I don't know how well you can see it. That tattoo is the lily of the valley flower. It's both of my sister's birth flowers. They were both born in May, so I got it for them. That one and this one I got at the same time, and they were my very first tattoos that I got for my 18th birthday. I have a little stick and poke. It's a red heart, and it's like on my ankle. I want more. I love tattoos. I'm hoping to get one actually really soon, but we'll see. Do you want more piercings? Yes, I do. Right now I have these 2. This I got done when I was a baby, and I got this done like 2 years ago. 3 years ago? 2021, I think, actually. It was a while ago. They're the only 2 piercings I have, but I really want my belly button pierced and my nose pierced. I think I want more ear piercings, but I've heard that like the cartilage like hurts really bad. I would get like a daith, but I like AirPods, so. Now I'm gonna start like answering questions that are like a little bit like more in-depth questions that like you guys have asked me. What is your biggest fear? When I was younger, my biggest fear was like the dark. I hated the dark. I always had to have like a nightlight or something. I think what it was like me being like afraid of being alone in the dark. Honestly, my biggest fear now is like ending up alone, being alone. I've always liked to know that I have like people that I can count on in my life, and even now in my life I don't have like a whole lot of people like that, but I do have like my select few, and that's definitely enough, and of course God. But I always tend to forget that, and I guess like the older I get and the more experiences that I go through, the more that I realize that I do have these people and I do have God that's guiding me through my life, even as my life is not going the way I want it to. Like right now, it is not going the way I want it to at all, but I just have to look back to God and just realize that He's always there for me, and He always will be there for me. So I know this one isn't like an in-depth question, but like, what's your favorite artist? I have a couple, honestly. I've been listening to Billie Eilish since I was like 13 or 14. She's still definitely one of my top artists. I love her so much. She's like super funny, but like also the most talented woman, and she's beautiful. And I have a crush on her, but it's okay. 𝒹𝑒𝓅𝓚 has definitely always been one of my favorite bands. Also, I've been listening to them for I don't know how long, but like that was one of the bands I grew up listening to because of my mom. So definitely up there. Favorite song. I don't really have like a favorite song. I kind of like go through like different seasons of having favorite songs, like a certain song that I really, really like. Right now it happens to be Beanie by 𝒕𝒉𝒆𝒊𝒄𝒉𝒕. I don't know how to say the artist's name. I'm sure it'll be like something else next week, but right now that's where I'm at. So biggest life lesson, honestly, right now at this point in my life, I think like not comparing myself to others. I have no idea what they're going through. They could be going through like maybe one of the worst seasons in their life, and I have no idea. For me to take my life and pull out and like pick out all the things that I think are like bad about it, and then like say that like this person has it so much better, I have no idea. Comparison is the thief of joy, and that's very true. As much as like you might want to change yourself, and like Billie Eilish, for example, like she's gorgeous, she has money, she's talented, she has like so much going for her, but if I sit there and I compare myself and I'm saying, well, I'm not as good as her, then I'm not gonna be happy, you know what I mean? So like at this point in my life, I know that I shouldn't be comparing myself, and I still struggle with it, but that's probably the biggest lesson, is just not to compare myself to other people, because I have no idea what they're going through. And right now, this is where I need to be in order to grow and to blossom into the person that I hope to be someday. This is really, really good, but like giving tips on womanhood for the girls that didn't have anyone to show them. Honestly, I don't have a whole lot to say right now because I'm still young. I'm 19, I'll be 20 in a couple weeks. I am just barely coming into womanhood, let alone adulthood. That's a really hard question. It is a really, really good question. I guess like the biggest things I would tell maybe like younger me, if I put it into perspective, is like me telling my younger self things. Number one, I would mention like body image. When you're like in middle school, in high school, like you're still a kid, regardless of if you're 18 years old or 14 years old, your body's gonna fluctuate so much. Of course, like regular like lifestyle things, but then there's so much emphasis on like puberty and how your body changes as you get older. I was 14. I was this little stick. I was a little like skinny little thing, and I was definitely a late bloomer. I had just gotten my period like the year before, and I felt very inferior because all these other girls were developing and they were starting to look like women. And dude, my light just turned off again. Anyways, they were starting to look like women and I wasn't, and I just felt like I looked like a little boy. Literally my words in middle school, like they called me little brown boy because I'm a Hispanic girl and I was very boxy. Versus like me at like 17 years old, I had definitely developed, but at that point I was eating a lot of McDonald's. I was going to the gym every single day. I was very like beefy but like fit at the same time. And then like I literally a year later, like I graduated and all of a sudden I lost all of this like water weight pretty much because I started drinking a bunch of water and just like going on like runs and stuff, and all of a sudden my body was completely different, and it still fluctuates. And the thing is, like, you're always going to find something to pick at on your body. You're always gonna look at yourself and be like, this, I hate this. This could be so much better. I should go to the gym. I should diet. I should do this. I should do that. You have to give yourself more grace. You have to like have more mercy on yourself and understand that you're growing into a woman. Your body is going to change. And do not, for the love of God, do not sit there and compare yourself. Again, the comparison thing. Do not sit there and compare yourself to these girls on social media, because a lot of times it's fake. We can't differentiate the fact that that's fake and that's not what you're supposed to look like. There isn't a particular way you're supposed to look. You really just have to understand that if you feel happy with how you look and how you feel, and maybe you're working towards losing weight, maybe you're working towards gaining weight, there's nothing wrong with any of those things. But just, I know that I had a lot of body image issues when I was younger, and I developed an eating disorder. I just felt that I was too big and I wasn't, and that was a direct correlation with things that people had said to me, people that were close to me that had said to me, and it caused a lot of harm mentally on how I viewed myself, and it still does to this day. Becoming a woman, your body's gonna fluctuate so much, and I cannot stress enough to just understand that if you're healthy, you're okay. There's not a specific way you should look, and just don't compare yourself to other people. And I know it's easier said than done, but stuff changes. Another thing I would say is probably, if you're happy with where you're at in your life, do not let anyone tell you that you're not doing it the right way. I am almost 20 years old and I have so many things that I want to achieve and that I haven't achieved at all. And honestly, it's hard and it definitely is weighing on my mind, but I've had several people tell me that I'm doing it wrong. I should have gone to college, or that I should have joined the military, or whatever, because I was on my way to joining the military, but I decided it wasn't the right time. And I still believe that that was true. Don't let anyone push you into doing something that you don't want to do, or don't let adults peer pressure you into thinking that, oh, you should be out partying and doing whatever you want to do and living your life and whatever. If maybe you're on the path to building your career, and if you're living your life and partying and whatever, don't let someone tell you that you need to be focusing on building your career and this and that and whatever. And of course, when I say that, I'm not saying just party your life away and like don't have a plan, but my point in saying that is like, as long as you have a plan, you're good. Like, you can do whatever you want with your life, and as long as you're on that pathway and road to getting to where you want to be and you're happy with that, don't let anyone tell you that you're doing it wrong. Honestly, my life has been really weird in the past year. I moved in with my boyfriend and his family, and I got a new job. I got 2 new jobs. I don't have a car. I can't drive still. I don't have my own place. Life is hard right now. But for some reason I felt that I should start posting videos, and I'm hoping that something good comes of this. I'm hoping that maybe I can reach other people. I'm filming this on my Snap because I just ran out of storage, but I know that this video was like a little bit different and maybe it's kind of short. There wasn't that many questions, but I tried my best, and I think it was a really good way to start just answering questions so you guys get to know me a little bit and see my insight on a few things. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely enjoyed writing everything out and like planning for it, and hopefully I can say the same about editing. Thank you so much for watching if you made it to the end, and I hope that you guys come visit me more often as I post more videos and I'm on this journey to just posting more.